Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Liam.
Dear Nathan and Ben, I wanted to hear you guys say more about the perfectibility of logic games. Why do you believe that every student can attain a 23 out of 23 on the logic games? And why do you suggest postponing the LSAT until that result is achieved? I guess we can stop right there and say we have changed our advice given the new news that came out of LSAC last week, or maybe it was the week before. Games are no longer. The last time that you're going to have the games is June of 2024. That's not no longer, but there's 5 test administrations, soon to be 4 tests. There's only 4 tests that you can sign up for that have games. Again, that's January, February, April, June of 2024, and then poof, games are gone. So we're not actually telling people that they should perfect their games before they sit and take the official LSAT anymore, because there's only 4 more chances at the games. Liam continues. Personally, there is so much variation in my performance on game sections that I am beginning to think there may be 2 types of logic games, the kind I click with and the kind I don't. I have redone games and game sections and continued to get certain questions wrong or struggled to internalize particular rules, whereas in other cases, the correct answers jump off the page. The problem is that this discrepancy does not appear to align with any game or rule type. How have you helped students in the past overcome games that felt counterintuitive? Any tips right off the bat? I got one idea for Liam right off the bat. Let me just throw it out there. It sounds like Liam might be getting in his own way by paying attention to game types and rule types. Just a hypothesis. But if you're so focused on trying to figure out why sometimes it clicks and sometimes it doesn't click, and if you're also thinking about game types a lot, I have a feeling that you could be trying to put square pegs in round holes. And you could be thinking like, oh, I should have a template for this one because it's sequencing, or I should have a template for this one because it's grouping.
Sure.
Or this one's scary because it's hybrid or whatever. And if you're doing that type of thinking, it's holding you back.
Yeah.
What do you think for Liam?
My first thought was, and I think that's a good one, I also think that if there's a game that just doesn't seem to click for you, it feels counterintuitive even when you're done with it, it's the perfect game to try to do again differently. You know, you did circle slash, try it some other way. Like when you don't understand a concept, you can reread the same book, or you can find another book on the same topic and just get a different angle on it in such a way that now you're really starting to get your mind wrapped around it. Doing games, the same game from a different angle, is another way to do that same thing.
Yeah, or watch 15 seconds of a video from Ben, or watch 15 seconds of a video from me, and just see what it looks like when I'm solving. You know, you can even like skip halfway ahead in the video and just look at a screenshot of like, where are they in their solution here? And then try to, you know, then put the video away and go back to some scratch paper and see if you can work it out for yourself, having seen, you know, what a good solution would look like.
Yeah.
Some games are gonna not seem that intuitive, but you just have to hang in there. You've got to realize that they're always giving you all the information you need. Every question can be perfectly solved. You know, like if you were locked in a bank vault and the only way you could get out is by solving these puzzles, I don't think you're going to starve to death in there. I think you're going to figure it out. And so you've just got to the core skill on games is just knowing that you have to trust that they're giving you all the information. You have to trust that the questions are perfectly solvable. The more you practice it, the more you should develop that trust. For some reason, it seems like Liam might be missing that though. Redoing games and getting the same questions wrong. What do you think that is?
That is odd.
That's where you need help. I mean, that's where whatever you're doing is not getting it done. Like, I think it sounds, maybe you're self-studying and you're just kind of banging your head against the wall this game, I struggle with this game. Let me try it again. And then you struggle with it again. I don't know. I mean, like there's something there that you're not understanding. If you're just not understanding one of the rules, then it would be wildly frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, if there's an if rule or an only if, maybe there's an only if rule and Liam is not understanding that only if.
Yeah.
And then in that case, yeah, I mean, it's going to be so frustrating. You're going to miss the same questions over and over. You're going to struggle with the same games over and over. And there it's just a simple matter of, yeah, you need that rule explained to you. You need to understand what this construction actually means.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, because otherwise it's just never that hard. Anything else for Liam?
No. Let us know what you decide. Liam may be one of those folks who decides to push to August.
Yeah, I mean, if you decide you're just not going to ever do the LSAT logic games, that is, you're within striking distance of that. You've just got to target the August 2024 LSAT as your first test. Plan on retakes during the fall. Very likely might kick you into a one admission cycle later than you think you should be in, but
yeah,
who cares? Law school will always be there. And yeah, that is an option for you if you decide this isn't something you want to unlock. But I would encourage you to give it one more shot. I mean, have you watched any of our videos for some of those games that you're really struggling with? I'd go look for it at lsatdemon.com and see if you can find some help. Thanks, Liam. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.